Good afternoon, everyone. This is the Paper Princess, and it is a happy day because I am sharing my latest project with you. It is called Clockwise, and it's just gorgeous. I love steampunk. I love clocks and keys and watches and all that kind of stuff, and that is in this book. So I got a recommendation a few weeks ago for a more masculine book, so I came up with this. And this could be used for heritage, great for heritage, because it's all about time. So let's get started. I'm going to show you real quick the paper pack that I used, and at the end I'll go through all the little trinkets that I used and papers and supplies that you'll need. So I used 2 packs of Stamperia Clockwise 12 by 12 and 10 solids that match. So that's the basic what I needed, and at the end I'll show you everything. So let's dive in. This is an 8.5 by 8.5 book. I did put corners on here, these metal corners. It comes out really nice. It's got a 4-inch spine, and as you can see, there is just lots of room for pictures in there. So let's dive in. Okay, so my inside cover, I have a little book within the book. I made this, and I will show you that in my tutorial. Also under description is the entire cut list for this project. So there's there's a booklet in here and an ephemera tag, photo mat. This booklet has a magnet on the back, so it won't go flying around. There's a magnet under here. So let's see, page 1. I put a little keyhole here. This book is great for putting these metal embellishments. I have this flap that comes out like that. This flap over here comes out and goes over. Then there's a top flap here, and I want to keep this, I'm not going to put pictures on that because I want you to see it through here. It gives a nice 3D dimension. But there is plenty of space here for pictures. There's a photo mat. And I just love how that came out. Voila. Okay, page 2 and 3 are mirror images of each other. So I have on one side a flap that has a pocket on the outside. Put one of these ephemera cards there. You're going to have 12 of these because there's going to be 2 packs, and there's one whole sheet of 6 in each pack. And there, love that. So as you can see, since I have 12, I've pretty much put one in each pocket. And the other side of that pull-out is blue here. Okay, so this one, same thing. This is the paper that I used. And I put a little gear here. You can do that all over this book. And some keys too. There's lots of metal keys out there. I think Tim Holtz makes some. So you can put those throughout the book. And the pullout for that is the same paper over here. Okay, so now page 4. I've got a top flap here, but it's got a little piece here, and it goes up. And then there's booklets in here. I love this paper there, that stamped metal. Rusty metal always looks good on print. And the pullout is the same clock that's here. So basically, when I make these books, I'm making them so that you can put the most amount of pictures you can without covering up some really nice papers. Like, you don't have to cover this up, but there's plenty of room here and underneath for your pictures. So that's the idea when making the book. I'm trying to leave you lots of space to put pictures. So we're on page 5 now. I have this ephemera card here and one under here. So just 2 top flaps. You can put something underneath here. This flap, just like page 1, pulls out. Okay, and then this whole thing opens up. Lots of space here and here. And just a ephemera card and a booklet. So all these little cards and tags and books you make at the end to see what you have left over. There's a nice big piece left over, so I made that. Here we go. I love how these came out. So page 6, the other side of that flap, I just put a piece of solid there. I have a little gear here held in with a brad. You get a whole page of these tags. So here we go. And inside here is a belly band. And I have a large photo mat. And I could probably put another photo mat in here. I may do that. There is room. Okay, so page 7. I have this tag here. I glued another little metal piece, and this whole thing lifts up. But on top of this flap is a little waterfall. So this is one piece. This is the same piece from the second pack, and I made it to line up so it looks like all one piece here. But basically you have a 3 flap waterfall. And inside, have a little booklet made with one of the ephemera cards, photo mat on the back. Oops, piece of metal stuck there. And did I show you the pullout already? Here's the pullout, in case I can't remember. Okay, and our last page, the other side of the pullout, is this gear paper. There's another tag here, which holds this top flap. These 2 tags open, left and right. That keeps it closed. Then you open that up and you got your pocket here. And this is a booklet. So you can really fit a lot in here. And since this is heritage, you may have some memorabilia or some slides you want to put in here, lots of things. So the back pocket just has the ephemera card here and a large booklet here. So on the back of this, I did put a magnet and put one here so it stays down. Here's the back side with the metal corners. I love that. I will show you all that in the video. And just one thing to note, I have 3/4 inch spaces between each page and 3/4 inch hinges. With this nice deep spine, your book will look like this, and that's what you want because now you have all this room to add pictures. So there'll be lots of room in there, and I hope you like it. So let me just show you all the materials you need. So 2 packs of Clockwise, 10 pieces of solids. I use this pack, it's by Recollections, but 10 pieces. I use pretty much half blue, half brown. For the construction of the book and all the flaps, I use 80-pound cardstock. This is black by American Crafts. This book would look nice with brown paper too, if you have that. 2 of the pullouts, you'll need 4. I do use 100-pound for the pullouts. It's more stiff and it won't bend and wrinkle when you put it in and out of those 4 pocket pages. So that's also by Recollections. I believe I got it at Michael's, 8.5 by 11, and it's 100-pound. For the decorations, I used a keyhole by Graphic 45. I did use, for this hanging piece right here, I have a ring fastener. It's just a brad with a little loop on it. Some people, and you can choose to do this on this book, will make a hole right in their spine before they put the hinge down, one of the first things you do. And at the end, you got that little ring here, and you can clip all kinds of chains with little trinkets on them and decorate the side of the book with that. So that's what you use, Tim Holtz. For these corners, that was Tim Holtz Ideology, and their corners. You get enough to make 3 books. I do use this tool with the padded right here, just squeeze down, and it's real easy. You put these corners on, squeeze it down, and that is it. Let's see, I do have these. If you use this clasp here, it's a swivel clasp with by Tim Holtz. I inked my pages with brown. It's a medium brown. It's called Espresso. This is by Close to My Heart. I just love that because it's easy, it's magnetic, and it's easy for me to get in and out and without fussing with it too much. I do use an inker. It just makes it come out smoother when you ink your edges. And I do use art glitter glue just on the hinges. A disclaimer here, I can't show you how to make the hinge, but this is an 8-page book. There are 4 pocket pages. You can get that information by going to www.paperphenomena.com. Kathy is the inventor of that hinge system, and if you've ever made one of her projects, you know how to make the hinge. The only difference is mine are 3/4 inches apart, and they're 3/4 inches tall. And that will be information that you will always have, so it's worth taking a look. I do have a bottle of unglue that I usually use. It happens. You want to reposition something, it's not a bad idea to have. In construction of the book, I mainly use 3/8 inch score tape. And get yourself a big roll when you make the covers, because you have to cover the whole thing with score tape. This one is, I think, 2.5 inches, anywhere 2.5, 3, 4 inches. You can get a nice big roll, it'll go quicker. I do use magnets. Lots of them. I get these at a discount because I buy so many, but you can also buy them in bulk on Amazon for less. Just make sure you get thin magnets. I do use a mitering tool. This is under $5 in making the book, when you rewrap the book. If you don't have this or can't find it, I will show you how to do it with just a ruler, but it's helpful if you're going to be making books. This is, I got it at colorwaysarts.com, but it's out there. Just look for a corner mitering tool. I do use a 1/16 inch ruler in all my measurements. It just turns out that way sometimes. But if you don't have one, I'll tell you which lines to go past the half, or I will write that all down in the description. And I do use bookbinding tape. This is black cloth bookbinding tape on the edges here, so they will not crack. It will last forever. I also got it on Amazon. And I believe that is it. Oh, the chipboard is 90-point chipboard. It's a little heavier than a medium weight, but look for 90-point chipboard, and I got that also on Amazon. And that is it. I hope I see you. I will have this book and all the this book will be up now, but give me a week and I'll have all the tutorials for it. The cut list for this, the entire cut list, will be under this description, and in each video I'll have that page's cut list under description. So give me a few days for that. I will get that, all those videos posted, and I really hope you join me, because I love feeling like I have people watching. It's comforting knowing that I am making this not alone, and I'm very glad that you've watched. I'm very thankful for all my new and old subscribers, and I will see you soon. Hope you enjoy this book.